of Larry's passions was tennis, and he was very good at it. He spent hours working on the different types of shots that would be necessary in tournament play. Practical application brings results, and how we learn from the Bible is no different when we think about marriage. Hit the like button and subscribe. We'd love to hear from you. Now that you read the word to me every day, tell me about the practical application.
Okay, the practical application is the most important part, because if I read something and I do nothing about it, then it doesn't work. It has no reason for being. That's why Jesus said, build your house on the rock and not on the sand. And he says, the one who hears these words of mine and does it, or in other words, and applies it, that is the one who is a wise man.
Can you give me an example of that?
Yes, I can. Let's say that I get on a strop about something and I want to blow my lid. Well, I don't do it. Or let's say that you niggle me about something like you did on Wednesday, and I thought, okay, you niggled me. I didn't like what you said. I didn't like what you did. But, okay, the page is turned. It's a new day. Okay. And just the fact that I mentioned it again doesn't look good, does it? Okay, so application is a very, very important thing. You know, the Apostle Paul says it in the epistles where he says, you who tell everybody not to steal, do you do it? He goes through a list of things. He says, you who tell them this, do you do it? You who tell them that, do you do it? Practical application.
Yeah.
You see, when we apply it, we also see that it works, and that makes us want to make a practice of it.
Because years and years ago, I knew somebody who used to regularly tell her children, do as I say, not as I do. Big error.
Very big. Very big error, because that just means, okay, I can do whatever I want and you're supposed to ignore my example. But they don't. And
sooner or later, it's going to come home to roost.
It isn't. It's the same thing with you to me. You look on me as an example. I look on you as an example. To say it any other way would not be true. Here we are living together. Am I going to say you have no effect on me? But you do, a big effect. And the same thing with you on me. You have a huge effect on me. Practical application.
Yeah. So it's not wise to actually just give a person instructions if you're not willing to live it yourself.
It's useless.
Yeah. Thanks, Larry. It's good to remember that putting things into practice involves sacrifice of something you might have preferred to do, but the result was worth the effort. Next week, I'll be talking about a particular man who didn't do practical application and the results. God bless, and see you next week. Bye for now.